So we've got Sky Eye back up in the air, and was going to check in with Doug Schertz here on our assignment desk first, but let's go ahead and check in with Sky Eye and Tammy Rose. And Tammy, this is, we're looking at Spools on the freeway. This has been out there for about 12 hours. What's going on?
The driver of an 18-wheeler hit a bridge and lost its load. These spools you see, and TxDOT telling us the earliest it could be cleared would be between 8:30 and 9:30, but this has been here since 8 o'clock, like you mentioned, since last night on the East Freeway, westbound near Wayside. Only one lane getting by, so we have major backups. In fact, Pilot Tom Note and I, when we were coming over here, we were checking out the East Loop as well. Major backups in both directions there, all because of this accident. So you really need to plan ahead to take some of those side streets. The feeder road is looking actually pretty good. Wayside is one of your alternate routes. But look at this, traffic just not moving at all. Our sky map only showing about 1 mile per hour, even if that. And then continue on about 6 miles on the East Freeway past Federal. You can maybe take the Washburn Tunnel as well. But if you're coming in from Baytown, Channelview, definitely a nightmare. So avoid the East Freeway if you can, because even when they do clear this up, Jonathan, you know how those backups go. It's going to take a while before traffic recovers.
Tammy, as we kind of look back at the scene, what are the efforts being made right now that you can see? I mean, what has to happen to sort of clear all of that up?
Well, these spools are very heavy, so it's kind of tricky. You know, they're going to have to load it there on the flatbed, a heavy wrecker. But this actually looks quite the same when we were just here about an hour ago. I do believe, you know, I mean, they're working on it. TxDOT told us that they should be hopefully clearing within an hour or two, but I don't know. It just doesn't look like they've made much progress here. It looks like somebody's taking pictures or something like that. I don't know if that's part of the accident investigation or if they're, you know, trying to get measurements or what they need to do to lift those very heavy spools. But meanwhile, look at this, only one lane getting by. And like you said, it happened around 8 o'clock last night. HPD is the one that told us the driver of an 18-wheeler hit a bridge, and that's how they lost the spools. A lot of drivers, unfortunately, those semis, if they don't plan ahead the route, they don't plan how high those bridges are, and they hit them, and then, you know, we see this unfortunately way too often here in Houston.
Tammy, thanks so much. We'll continue to look at what you're shooting out there, and we'll get back to you as updates come in. Thanks so much. And I want to go now to Doug Schertz, and Doug, can you just give us a little context here? I know I was talking about it with senior digital producer Brittany Wilmore here before the show, and Tammy just mentioned it. This is not something totally unfamiliar here to Houstonians. We've seen this from time to time.
Unfortunately, we've seen a number of these incidents going back all the way to 2018, October of 2018, and I believe it was in this same stretch of road, if I recall correctly, I-10 near Wayside. A spool came off of a truck. Not clear if that one struck a bridge or not in that incident in 2018, but the spool goes rolling down the freeway.
Yeah, I've got it up on the screen right now. Actually, you can see the spool rolling down the freeway. It's laughable, but it's scary and it's problematic.
That is the strangest thing that we ever saw coming into the newsroom. I mean, we've had a lot of crazy video, but watching a spool go rolling down the freeway was incredible to see. We saw that happen then. Several months later, there was another spool in December of 2018 also that ended up coming off of a truck and rolling down the freeway. And unfortunately, these 18-wheelers, sometimes their loads are at the maximum height, and that's why there's the signage on the freeways there. They're seeing that the maximum height that trucks can pass under those bridges safely. Apparently this one had an issue about 8 o'clock last night. Again, as you said, they've been out there 12 hours with this incident now, trying to clear that. Now, going back and looking at the TransStar video, we did see that the 18-wheeler, the flatbed 18-wheeler that was there this morning when Sky was over this in the 6 o'clock hour, that 18-wheeler has moved on. Another flatbed has pulled up there, presumably to to take these, they may have to just put these on two different smaller flatbed vehicles and try to haul them away. Not clear why that hasn't started and why we saw them just standing there and not moving the spools. We did see that they actually moved the spools out of the main lane of traffic and into what would be the entrance exit right lane there. So the spools have been moved over, some from where they were positioned about an hour and a half ago. And hopefully they're going to start rolling these forward or moving them forward with the heavy-duty wrecker and lining those up to put them on another flatbed and safely move those out of that area. Again, we're looking at least, well, I don't want to go into exact times because we already got burned on that last week. But TxDOT is telling us this could be a while. It could be another hour, possibly. If you're in that area on the East Freeway, this is East Freeway inbound towards downtown, just inside the loop at McCarty. Just past the Budweiser plant there, and you might want to seek an alternate route if you're looking to go through that area here in the next while.
Yeah, one thing we do know, Doug, is that, I mean, as Tammy said, I mean, these are heavy, they're tricky, right, in terms of getting them removed, but we just saw, and we're looking at the backup right now on screen, Doug, I mean, it's literally just miles and miles right now. And so even like once those spools get cleared out, you know, it's still going to take a while for the freeway to kind of even break that logjam.
Yeah, to get that traffic back up to normal speeds and clear that out is going to take some time. So those of you who are coming up on the exits there, you might want to make your way towards the exits as you can as you're approaching the inbound lanes there, approaching Wayside. Again, hopefully you're monitoring us on the ABC 13 app, watching the 24-hour stream so we can give you these updates of what's going on. We will be monitoring this. I continue to watch the TransStar cameras to see if there's any kind of movement with the spools there and getting them loaded back onto that truck, and we'll certainly bring you the latest report on that. But again, it's going to be out there for a while.
Yeah. Doug's Desk assignment editor Doug Schertz. Thanks to Tammy Rose as well for the coverage from Sky Eye. Doug, we appreciate it. And again, yeah, there's a live look. We got all kinds of different cameras here that we can monitor, and we'll let y'all know when this thing even starts, right, to get cleared. And what's crazy here is we're talking about 12 hours, and there's a look from our traffic map, your alternate Market Street. But as Tammy said, really, I mean, just avoid the East Freeway if you can anywhere at Wayside, right? And really, you know, miles behind that, again, as we get a final look. So